Yo, what's up, my elevators? Hope y'all staying elevated for me out there, man. Y'all already know positively over negativity at all times. All Meat Entertainment, baby. We back with another hit for y'all today. Benzino goes live and talks about a recent interview on a podcast that Scott Storch appeared on, where he voiced his opinions about the hip hop industry. And Benzino chimes in, going in on Scott Storch, telling him how hip hop made him, and speaks on Shannon Sharp, Diddy, Kanye West, and more. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button for me, man. Let's get into it.
Scott Storch. Scott Storch, do you know how much money you have made off of our culture? I think I threw you about 50,000, or the label did. Scott Storch, do you know how much money you have made off of our culture? And then you decide to do an interview the other day, and in the interview you call The Roots one of the dopest black rap groups to ever, as far as bands and what they brought to the table and originality, their catalog of work from Philly. You have the nerve to call them haters. You said Diddy tried to flirt with you.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for me, man.
You also said you would crack Kanye West for saying something about Jews. Now, hold up. This can't be the same Scott Storch I know. Not Ed Scott that all the drained for money back in the days. Not that same Scott. Not Scott who was on Diddy's nutsack for over at Star Island, wanting to be involved in anything that he was doing. Not the keyboard player for the Roots, white boy Scott. You got a nerve to go do an interview. Again, legends, whether y'all like them or not, they're all legends in our culture. Ye, Diddy, and the Roots. And Scott Storch, you got the audacity to get on here, to get on an interview on social media, once again, bozo time, bozo to Cleasy, and talk about our legends after you've made millions off of our culture. Who the you think you are? You ain't, first of all, right, Scott, as far as slapping or cracking somebody, Scott, your body is so toe up from doing years and years and years and years of even if you did give it up, you wouldn't be able to, I'd put one of them island boys against you to whoop you, number one. Number two, since you saying something about Kanye, right, him saying something about Jews, how come you ain't saying nothing about your broad when she went on the rant with the Latino men in California? I ain't heard you brought her up. Hey, yo, chill the out, Scott, because this is the problem. Once again, getting on these shows, getting on these podcasts, trying to ruin legacies and talk. Because this is the last now, you know, that people see. This is what people get off. Misinformation. You got some nerve, Scott Storch, and we know that's not your name. Scott Feynman, Scott Feinberg, whatever the name is, bro. Chill the out, man. Show some respect. Because you wouldn't say none of that to none of their faces. None of them. You've had big black securities around you your whole life. I'm surprised at you. Very disappointed. Very disappointed. I remember coming over your house, all the money I spent with you, and you and Jacob the jeweler was in there. Y'all act like y'all don't even know me after a while. I won't even say what was going on through my mind. I thought you was cool, bro. Like I said, I broke bread with you before. We've done a lot. I can't, enough of this, bro. When I say that's harming the culture, I'm calling it out. I don't give a who you are. I'm calling it out. Because this is leaving the impression on these people's minds like you really about that. We let you in our culture. You should appreciate that. You should appreciate that.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for me, man.
Man, listen, bro. I got people probably in a frenzy about what I said about Shannon Sharpe, but I know for a fact, right? I just can't go on the Denver Broncos playing field right now and just say, hey, I want to coach. Because I've been watching football and I play Madden. Or what about if I start a podcast and just start talking about NFL and really act like I know what I'm talking about, you know, when it comes to football, because I play Madden and look at NFL. Nah. People to me, and again, this is just with a hip-hop perspective. People like Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Smith, they wasn't with hip-hop back then. They was the ones shunning hip-hop who thought, you know, that the hip-hop was too street, too wild, you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden everybody's talking about hip-hop issues and everybody has major opinions like they're the go-to person. Where the y'all been at all these years in the culture? For y'all to have all these great opinions and these great solutions and great words for hip-hop. You arguing Jim down about Nas, and you really didn't know about Illmatic. You really didn't know that it got 5 mics in the source. You really probably didn't even know about the source. See, what we got to get the proper people speaking on hip hop in order for the history to be preserved the proper way. Because the people that are like representing it right now, a lot of them ain't representing it right. And this is for the youth. This is for the youth. Because if we don't get the youth right, then that's it. The history, the greatest hit part of hip. Because what's going on now, this ain't even history. That's happening now will not be history. Will not be history. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, my girl with the fairy and all these others, but this will not be history. So if we don't get y'all right on history now, then hip hop history will be over. And that's what a lot of people wanted, who ain't this. Because of how great it was.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for me, man.
So worried about y'all being famous without putting in work. And just to agree on you're agreeing on, all the misinformation you're taking in on a daily basis. Do y'all realize hip-hop is our economy? Without that, and what y'all are doing with hip-hop with social media is a crime. Yeah, it's a crime. It's a shame, man. But I'm gonna call out. All you podcasters and all you, because ain't none of you resumes bigger than mine. You can say what you want about me, feel how you want about me. I put that work in. 11 years old in the Bronx on 2 turntables. All the way up to battling with groups and block parties, all through that era. Yes, yes, y'all era. When it was DJ scratching era. Breakdancing graffiti era. All the way up until the 90s with gangster rap and conscious rap and no. Nah. I put my resume against any of you top podcasts. Oh, no, I'm coming. My podcast coming straight from the source. Because it's too much. I'm gonna bring that truth. I don't got no gray area with me anymore. It's too much gray area. It's only right and wrong. It's only the truth. That's all I'm with is the truth. A lot of y'all been overtaken by the low-hanging fruit that's on the internet, these characters over the last 3-4 years. But they shine is dimming. I even see it. People want the realness back. The only way we're gonna preserve it is if we get it back. If we start talking real. We start calling out like Scott Storch, who want to talk about Kanye, Diddy, and the Roots. Scott, shut the fuck up, because you don't want no smoke from nobody. So hip hop's about peace, Scott. Be peace. Don't go in here talking legends. Are you crazy? Huh? I don't hear you talk about no white boy. I don't hear you talk about nobody else. I hate to all black people, people that don't put you on and then put money in your pockets for you to even exist in the industry. And see, I don't. A lot of y'all are so uneducated, misinformed, and just by the what y'all comment. A lot of y'all want to comment. Y'all don't. Y'all is so empty up here. Instead of saying something, just and learn and listen and watch. Then get the knowledge and then come in conversations. That's what I did. Hip hop is real. Hip hop is rich with culture and history. Without the Melly Mel's, without the Spoonie G's, Schoolie D's, without the KRS's, none of this would be here. And there's so many more, so much more. Y'all think everything starts today. This that's out now, there's a lot of you young niggas is doing your thing, and I'm proud of you. But a lot of trashed and shouldn't even be allowed. And back then, it wouldn't have been allowed. See, back then, when the source was out, it wouldn't be a lot of this. It wouldn't get coverage. Nobody would know about it. And it would just fade out. Right now with this, since if you don't got talent and you know a person just did and just got on the internet and they don't have talent, then you feel like you closer to them than the actual who can sing their ass off. So you're always going to cheer for the untalented, just fly by night. No, get back to cheering who's dope. Get back to loving who's dope. You don't got to comment on everything. Music's to be listened to. Listen to the greats.
Yo, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, watching this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Positivity over negativity at all times. Y'all stay elevated, man. Love y'all. Gone.